Today on Street Rat Garage, adding a mini spool to the C10 truck. So one of the problems I've been having with the C10 going to the track is it's an open differential. That means only one wheel is going to turn when we give it power. That one doesn't turn. Turn this one, that one doesn't turn. It turned a little. We hold it, it doesn't turn. So a cheap and easy way to solve that would either be to weld the differential together, which I don't have a good welder and I don't weld. So the next best thing is to go on eBay and order you a $30 mini spool. This is quick and easy to put in, almost as easy as just welding the differential. So let's get started on that. Okay, right here we have the spider gears. See these little gears right here? Through some magic and wizardry, only allow one side to grip while the other side rolls free, supposedly, so both don't turn, and so you can make a corner without one wheel going faster than the other and all sorts of goofy stuff. But we're going to eliminate that. We're going to take all of these gears out and replace them with these cogs right here, and this will lock the rear end together. Both axles will turn at the same time, which is what you want when you're drag racing. Now here's another thing that will come in handy. If you look on the rear of the ring gear, having a hard time getting that to focus, but there's numbers here. See that middle number is 41. The number next to it is 15. So that means there's 41 ring gear teeth. The 15 is a number of pinion teeth. So you take the 41 and you divide that by the 15, which comes out to 2.73. So that's a 273 rear end that's in this, which is pretty awful, especially when you want to go drag racing. We go on the highway. If we put a 373 in here, we could probably almost pick up a full second and a quarter mile. As it sits right now, I'm only using first and second gear. I'm at the top of second gear when I'm going through the traps, so maybe on down the road we can find a 373 to toss in this and definitely pick up some time. Until then, we'll just continue with the mini spool. The first thing we need to do here is remove this little bolt here. This is a retaining bolt. It goes through and holds the main pin into place. So all that we have to do is come in here with a 5/16 and just loosen that guy up. Not a whole lot of room. You have to use a little 1/4-inch drive. It'll be a little difficult because you don't have a whole lot of room in between there, but it comes out pretty easy. It should. It's been sitting in gear lube all its life. Just pull that out. It's just a long pin. And if we rotate this back around, there we go. You can see that pin inside of there. See, it just dropped down. All we have to do is rotate that back around, and it drops right into the oil pan. That's what holds all the gears into place. Inside of here, make sure we got the axles pushed in. See, we just shoved that axle in and it dropped the C-clip right out of there, and that releases the bottom. Rotate the axle around, and there goes the top one. You reach in here and get the C-clip. We'll need that. Push in the other axle, and the other C-clip. Now that the C-clips are gone, we can just pull the axles out a little bit, and that'll loosen up the side gears. Just pry those out of there. Pull the other axle back just a hair. There's the other one. It's pretty much just that easy. All we have to do is slide the other gears in here. Which I will do off camera because it's a little difficult to do with only one hand. And we'll come back to that. Alright, so I took a bit of a wrong turn on Struggle Street. I put this one in first and then tried to put this one in, which put this one in first, then put this in, because you will have problems going by the ring gear. It goes in a little bit of an angle and it's kind of a tight fit. But if you put this one in first, that's a straight shot right here, so it just slides right into place, no big deal. Next, you have these two little blocks. Make sure that the tapered end always faces out and the flat ends butt up against each other. They just simply go right in there, butt up against one another. And then you want to turn the carrier, because you're going to have to put that pin back in. And you're going to want to turn this and not drop those blocks back out. So just turn that a little bit, angle this down, make sure, see that block slid back a little bit. Grab that block and bring it back. These things, until it's locked into place, they slide. Rotate it around, rotate the carrier back up, make sure those pins, those two holes align, because you're going to put your pin back through here. Where's the pin? Here it is. Now make sure that hole is at the bottom, because you're going to have to put your pin through here, your bolt through here, and that's got to go through that pin. So all you have to do is slide that back up through those two blocks. Make sure you didn't do it too far. It slides in and out pretty easily. And try to do it with one hand. There it goes. And tighten that back up with your little 5/16, wherever that went to. There we go. And that is it. It's just that easy. Now both of them turn at the same time, and that's how you get a cheap $30 eBay posi track. All we have to do is put the gasket on, load it up with oil, take it out to the track, and get a better hookup, hopefully. Well, we're back here again, third time at the track. This is probably the last track session for the season. It's the third week of October. They said they were going to have one more, but I don't think that's going to happen. Some of the track officials said they're going to shut it down. I'm not going to run the last one. But today we improved the mini spool. We improved the rear end. We put in a mini spool. So hopefully this will make some sort of difference in the traction. Just as long as we don't blow up the 10 bolt, we should be good. Looks like our competitor today is going to be a Sierra new, can't tell what he's got on there, 5.9, what is that? I don't know, it should be a 6.2, unless he's a diesel. Good run. I felt comfortable with that. At least we finally beat somebody, even though it's just a stock truck. But kind of fluttered there at the top end. Still getting some maybe some valve floats. Maybe the distributor's still cutting out on the top end. I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's see what we got. Thank you. Ran a 14.7. Did better last week. Had a 14.4 and I think another 14.7 last week, so yeah, it's okay. Go get back in line, try it again. Maybe maybe we can shift a little bit sooner so it doesn't cut out on us. So right about here is where we learned how quick Audi all-wheel drive vehicles are, especially off the line. The in-car camera failed, the battery one did, so I have no more footage, but the truck did run a 14.3 at 94 miles an hour. Now the Audi ran 12.3 at 111 miles per hour, so that's pretty good ET. The mini spool hooked up, got good traction. So everything worked as it should, and I would definitely call that a success. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Street Rat Garage. The season is at an end, and we have all winter now to wrench on cars. So we ran a 14.3. That was the best we could do out of this truck. I would like to put the stall converter in it and a pair of sticky tires and seeing what that could have done, but we'll save that for next season. Until next time.